When you make $10,000 a month, 99% of your problems vanish. I know this because I grew up without money. And when I made my first $10,000 within 30 days, most of my problems just disappeared. And now the same business makes 7 figures every single year. In this video, I'll show you the exact formula on how you can go from $0 to $10,000 a month. And watch until the end because this is going to be the most important video you'll watch this year.
First things first, you want to assess your situation. Understand what are your current incomes and what are your current expenses. And from then on, you can ask yourself these questions. Do I need a job? If you, for example, are living in your parents' home, you're still going to school, you don't really have many expenses, you could probably start making money without the job. However, if you live in your own apartment, you maybe don't have parents to fall back on. In this situation, you might want to get a job. And really, the way I like to look at jobs is that's going to be your side hustle. And here's what I mean. From 9 to 5, you're going to be in your job, but you need to treat it as your side hustle. And you need to know that all the energy, everything that you get from that job goes in your main hustle, which you do from 7 to 2 a.m. as Gary Vee says. And I did the exact same thing when I was going to school. I would wake up at 6:30 a.m., go to the bus, I'm at school around like 8 a.m. Then I go through the school and afterwards I have trainings around like 4 p.m. and then I'm back home at like 6 p.m. And throughout that morning route of me being on a bus, I would work, I would message people, I would do outreach. And then when I'm back home, once I've done my homework, I get to work. And sometimes, to be honest, I might not even do my homework. I just get to work. Because really, you need to realize that the thing you're doing right now just to survive and just live, that is your side hustle. It's just something that supplements your life and keeps you living and breathing at the moment. Without it, you die, and obviously you don't want that to happen. Step number 2, pick a financial vehicle. There are multiple financial vehicles: dropshipping, freelancing, building an agency, starting an OnlyFans. The most important thing here is you pick the direction and you stick to it. You don't want to jump from hustle to hustle, from business to business. That's why I want you to tap this video here in the card so you can see the actual side hustles I recommend. And the reason why I want you to pick something so early on is because commitment and consistency is really going to build success. The reason why most people fail is they go from one hot trend onto the other. There is no consistency. They're not doing one thing for long enough for them to see success. They do it a little bit here, a little bit there, and then after a blink of an eye, they see a new opportunity, someone making money in a new, interesting way, I don't know, Amazon FBA, and they hop onto that. You're never going to see success if you do it. That's why you want to pick an industry and stick to it. For us, when we started our email agency, for the first 6 months, we got no clients. Then we had a client who was sticking with us for, I think, like 5-6 months, and we only started generating 10K a month and beyond, I think, around like month 6, 7, something like that. And look, that's still very quick. It's better to make 10K a month after 6 months than never. And building your own business is going to allow you to make 10K a month a lot quicker than you would have if you were working a job. I'm not bashing getting a job by any means. If, for example, you want to build your e-commerce business, but you don't know how to run ads, how to get customers, how to fulfill orders, how to source products, it might be helpful for you to find a job in an e-commerce company or an agency so you can learn these things. If you work in an agency, you might be able to learn media buying, how to run ads, how to run Google ads, Facebook ads, Snapchat ads, and then in return, you can use this skill to build your brand and build something massive. I have worked with people who start from nothing, get a good job, get the skills they need, and they move onwards. The biggest thing you have to focus on is building skill. Building skill is your most important asset. That's where you should spend your time. That's why you're watching this video. This video is going to help you build a skill to make 10K a month. Then step 3 is join communities and network. The key to any business is having the right people around you. And if you have a friends group that doesn't really have a business, that are not rich yet, you have opportunities to do this online. You can join different Discord servers, Facebook groups, or even start DMing people on Instagram. For me personally, I got a lot of my connections through just DMing people on Instagram. And I'm not trying to pitch them or sell them anything. We became friends, we hopped on a call, and sooner or later we managed to do some business together. And just by knowing the right people, I've been able to have opportunities I didn't think I would ever have. And I've seen people time and time again find someone who is in an industry who's successful already, have them mentor themselves, and they copy and paste their strategies and scale their business quite nicely as well. And quite frankly, that's why I have this YouTube channel as well. This allows me to network with people at scale. You know, you're watching this video, now you know me. Later down the line, you might need email marketing for an e-commerce company and you might reach out. This is a form of networking, and that's something I've been doing my entire life. In real life, in events, on Instagram, on Facebook groups, because the more people know you, the more people you know as well, the more opportunities and connections you might have. Because a lot of times I've seen, if for example I wanted to work with a brand that does $1 million $5 a month in sales. It wouldn't be as easy as just like, hitting them up and just finding them out of nowhere. The best connections I've made is I go to an event, I find someone actually I went to this event called Geek Out Kiev back in 2020 in August, and in there I found the brand owners of Extra Wallets, and these guys are massive. They do, I don't want to reveal these numbers, but they do multi 8 figures a year in sales. They actually had a collaboration with Lionel Messi, and there's no way you can build a personal connection to where I could just hit them up and I could go for beers whenever I'm in their city. Hence, networking is so valuable. You meet people you otherwise wouldn't be able to meet. Number 4, build depth. If you skip this part, I can promise you, you're never gonna make 10K a month. All building depth is increasing your skill. It's watching videos like these, it's reading books, it's again going into these communities and networks and getting feedback from people. If you want to become a YouTuber and you have a great network of YouTubers, they'll be able to give you editing tips, they'll be able to give you thumbnail tips, they'll be able to give you tips on how to title your videos so they rank and actually get views. And if you didn't have that network, you'd need to go through this trial and error by yourself. With the network, you can skip and fast track through life and through other people's mistakes because they'll give you their lessons. And this also means no matter how skillful you think you are, you should still go to different events and keep on buying courses so you can actually improve the quality of your knowledge. Now, of course, you have to be careful who you pick and choose. There's a lot of fakers and gurus out there. I've seen a lot of times the courses that are not the most marketed are actually the best ones, because you want to look at the people who are not just there to milk everyone's money, but they're actually skillful in that skill. If you want to learn videography or photography, you can look at someone like Peter McKinnon. He's not shilling his course down the throats, but you could probably find some content where he teaches you how to do those things. And he is very reputable. You can see his work online. It's measurable, the things he has achieved himself, and time again, he's been able to repeat that. If you can learn from those people, more power to you. And remember this, not always the most expensive thing is going to be the best thing as well. The next way for you to build depth is also join Twitter. There's actually a corner on Twitter called Money Twitter, where you meet people who are very, very knowledgeable, who share a lot of information through different threads. Threads are kind of like articles, you can read through them, and people will literally give you and break down the way they acquire customers for their business, how they better fulfill the service, and a lot of times they give out different resources to gain followers. And let me tell you this, most of these times these resources and the content has been immensely valuable. Actually, the team that's editing these YouTube videos, we found them on Twitter. I've found some team members we've hired for our agency also through Twitter. We found clients through Twitter. So that platform is very powerful. I'll probably do a video on how to better use it as well. Now, step 5 is find product market fit. And this is where most people fall off the cliff and they don't reach 10K a month. They don't know and they don't understand the concept of product market fit. Anything you do, anything you put out, has product market fit and some level of product market fit. That's why you see a lot of startups fail. Startups create products that they don't yet know there is demand for. However, someone who's, let's say, running a digital marketing agency or a Facebook ads agency, you know there's demand because there's already competition in the space. It's a service you can fulfill. It's a service that a lot of people want, a lot of people are, ready to pay for. And if you can have the skill of running ads successfully, whether it's on Pinterest, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, you'll be able to grow. Look, if you start a business and you're not generating sales, there could be a couple of issues. Number 1, the quality of your product is not good enough. Number 2, the marketing is not good enough. This results in the product market fit side of things. If those two things are not good enough, there's not going to be any product market fit, and as a result, you're not going to be able to really make any money. To be fair, on your journey, getting to the 10K a month mark, once you're at the 10K a month mark, you know you have product market fit. And the next steps for you probably are going to be to build a team and increase the capacity on how you can fulfill the service or fulfill the products you're selling online. This video is a great start, but it's not enough for you to build something successful. That's why I want you to watch this video here to find the best business opportunities right now.